What's poppin', y'all? This is Deidre of One Shot Game Man. You already know how the motto go. You get one shot at life, but a lifetime to learn all the game you need to help improve your life. The choice is yours on which route you choose to take. Now, as I always say, you get two choices. The ability to settle in the life that has been faithfully set out for you, or the ability towards paving the path towards your destiny. That choice is also up to you. So before I get into the title of my video, I want to say a big shout out to all my supporters. You guys are great, and even the ones behind the scenes, I see y'all too. So hey, look, listen, it takes too much energy to give these people who feed off of a reaction to be able to obtain a certain way of life. It just takes too much energy to be able to give them a reaction to something that they know they're intentionally doing, just to be able to feed off of your reaction. You know what I'm saying? Listen, for me personally, it takes too much energy to go back and forth. It takes too much energy to argue. It takes too much energy to over explain. It takes too much energy to point out something that's obvious. It just takes too much energy these days for me to even talk if we ain't talking about nothing. You feel me? So be very mindful of the people in life who intentionally do things to you to feed off of your reaction. It doesn't matter what it is. They've studied you for so long. They know the right words to say. They know the right things to do just to get a reaction out of you verbally and energetically. Because the moment you give them the reaction, they take away from that and they go and give it to somebody else, meaning that they will not be able to reciprocate the energy that they stole from you. They just take pride in being negative to you, to have you react and lash out, to take that energy and go give it to somebody that they can level with on their level, which means they will never be able to be kind to you authentically and genuinely, because it's all an act. You know what I'm saying? It's all in you feeding to them. They're nice to you for you to be nice to them, and then that's the balance. But to just genuinely do it on their own, they don't operate like that. They need your energetic energy because of whatever stuff they have went through in their life to be able to fulfill it, to be nice to someone else. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, but it's a real dynamic. You know what I'm saying? And I don't believe truly no one's talking about how effective that is, and how, you know what I'm saying, energetically it's being used in this world to be able to tear people down so other people can grow. You know what I'm saying? I swear to you, physically, in your physical reality, it may look like y'all both going through the same situation, right? But mentally, you may be in a space to where you have the tools needed to be able to grow so you can change your physical reality. But there is someone around you that energetically is zapping you so that, you know what I'm saying, you're not able to fully grow without being tested. You know what I'm saying? It's all energy, which means you have to stick to the code. You got to stick to the boundaries, no matter how hard it may look in your physical reality. Just stick to what you're doing mentally. You know what I'm saying? That's helping you grow, because you can take the test as things that are keeping you down, or you can take the test as things that you have to get around to become stronger. You feel me? Because truly, I believe it's just overcoming everything that made you you in the first half of your life. You know what I'm saying? But there were things that also didn't make you you, that you were doing just to satisfy someone else. So realizing and acknowledging how people that really truly don't know who they are, they snatch and take energy from other people when they're in a bad mood, when they're feeling down, when they're not feeling the happiest. You know what I'm saying? They get a reaction out of that person. They take it and then they go pretend nice with someone else. You know what I'm saying? And not giving back to you something they stole from you, because they don't know how to truly, authentically reciprocate that. You feel me? It just looks like maybe they do to you because they only stole a part of you to go give to someone else. You got to understand the the genuineness in people, in their actions, and the intent behind it. You know what I'm saying? If you are basically trying to help someone improve and grow, and as soon as you acknowledge somewhere where they can change so they can improve and grow, they automatically get an attitude. They automatically get upset at you. You feel me? That is intended on purpose to be able to get a reaction out of you so they can take that to go on about their day without even doing anything that you told them to do. You feel me? Because they're not built like that. It was not intended for them to ever listen or operate in a way you want them to. They operate in a way where they steal positive energy to fuel their negative lives because of how they truly feel about themselves. It's sad, but it's the reality of the world. And I've experienced it so much just based off of having pure intent. Like, I don't have a problem with telling people the truth. I don't have a problem with telling people what it really is. If you want to grow and become better, I have steps that you can use to become better. Let me help you. You feel me? Help you. But when those people do not want to help themselves, they'll automatically change that into a diabolical argument just to be able to get the reaction of you turning into a person that's arguing, and then take that and go be nice with somebody else. It is the dumbest, stupidest thing I've ever come to understand in my life, but it's so real. You know what I'm saying? So being able to control your reaction to things. The moment someone gets an attitude, because you got to think, these negative energies are so parasitically attached to these individuals that oftentimes people wake up angry, not at peace. You know what I'm saying? So if you're giving someone some game or some knowledge to help them be able to outgrow that parasitic energy, and they automatically get an attitude early in the morning, listen, I'm telling you right now, change the way you react to it. Don't feed into that. It's designed and set up to take you out of character so that you focus on that one thing, and then your whole day is disrupted. You know what I'm saying? If you know that that person is going to act like that every morning, the best thing that you can do is do not react to it. Don't feed into it. Ignore it. Act like you don't hear it. And I promise you, these energetic, parasitic energies hate being ignored. But at some point, the silence becomes so uncomfortable that they'll eventually stop talking. And they'll go find someone else that entertains their bullshit. Excuse my language, but it's the real. You know what I'm saying? So listen, when I got to a space where I started to realize that people intentionally start arguments and fights with you because they want that good energy, because they don't feel good in who they are, you feel me? You have to choose how you decide to react to it. And it's very strong in the morning when they wake up, and it's very strong at night when they go to sleep. You feel me? Because they are, but in the daytime seems to be the point where they're defenseless. It's almost as if when you remain strong in your boundaries, they cannot go up against that in some way. It's like the real true analogy of like a real vampire. It's crazy, but it's real. You know what I'm saying? So again, changing your reaction to certain things. And if that person continues to keep acting like that, because sometimes that awkward silence is what helps people look at their triggers and how they're reacting, and they figure out ways to react differently. But if that doesn't work, sometimes you have to be able to pull away. Not because you don't care, not because you don't love them, but simply because they need to be able to understand that the energy they give out cannot be reflected to them, back to them, by someone that has a kind heart, because they're doing the exact opposite. They're taking and stealing your reactions and taking your energy and pouring it into themselves to give it to somebody that really ain't using it for good. They're really getting all their ammo and portraying nice to be able to have a group team up with them so that they can come and energetically attack you. And how they do that is they get all soulless individuals that know they're soulless. You feel me? And they all group up together and they share information, and they try to understand what hurts that person, what triggers that person, and they watch, and you feel me? And they study it, and then they try to figure out a way to attack you. I think the most insane thing for me to ever realize how soulless people can be is the fact when adults talk to kids and ask those kids about other adults. Like, why are you asking a kid about an adult? Why you can't go directly talk to them yourself? You feel me? Because you are not a person that's solid in who you are. That is the most insane thing to me. Like, I don't even think people really understand that's how gossip gets started, because these kids, they're like mentally way above average just because they've been thrown into toxic situations way before they grew up. You know what I'm saying? Because of us not having no boundaries. So they talk to other adults like they really know what's going on for real. And they give out information of what they think. Listen, I hate when a person basically gives an answer or a reaction about me not knowing who I truly am for real. Like, don't talk for me. Don't do that. If that adult can't come talk to me, that says a lot about them. Don't talk to me. If you can't, you don't. Listen, it is so frustrating when people ask other people questions about me and they don't even talk to me. They're making things up because they're trying to group up together so they can energetically attack me. Listen, the world is weird, but it's a lot of how it operates. You know what I'm saying? It's tricky. It can be frustrating. It can damage you. It can cripple you, but you got to be able to remain strong in it through it all. So once I started to figure out, like, listen, why is it that I feel drained after I didn't woke up this morning having a good day? You didn't drag me down, but you all happy and shit. You getting dressed and shit, but I feel like I don't know what to do with my day because you took my reaction and sucked off of that, and now you're gonna go give it to someone else. Ain't wrong. Don't feed into it. Don't give them the reaction that they looking for. You feel me? Give them a different reaction. Let them go in a different direction. You feel me? So they get confused about who they think you are. You know what I'm saying? And now they no longer can be able to throw out the same tricks to be able to get a reaction out of you. They're going to have to really get together and calculate and study on how to come at you differently. You feel me? Listen, I had to deal with it so much in the last couple of months that I started to get to a point where, listen, it's just better if we don't talk about nothing. Let's just not talk at all. You feel me? Because the only thing you're doing, you're fucked up in the inside. And you're taking my energy and you're stealing it. And you're trying to make me seem as if I'm a fucked up person. And that's not the case. And you're taking my reactions and you're going to go pour into people who are soulless, just like you. Y'all really ain't good people for real. Y'all just pretend with each other. It's not real. It's fake. It's not authentic. It's a lie. It's a mask. As soon as something triggers you, you're going to get fired up. You know what I'm saying? So I had to just, fuck it. I'm not even going to talk. I'm not reacting. I'm not giving you nothing that you feel like you can steal from me and take and go give it to someone else. Because it's all a plot to be able to work on slowly desensitizing you in who you are. And listen, it don't even got to be directly. I don't even think people really understand how strong energy is. You know what I'm saying? But if you ever try to put two magnets together, you can see what I'm saying. It'll give you a visual. They don't go together. You feel me? So energy is like that. Even though you don't know what's stopping the magnets from going together, you know it's something in the middle that's making sure those magnets don't connect. You feel me? That's how energy is. People don't gotta be in your face. They can be around a whole group that just sit around and talk about good-spirited people, and your name may come up and everybody starts spreading rumors, and that energy is so effective that it can affect you and your destination and where you're going. You feel me? You have to be able to detach from it and keep going in the direction that is meant for you with changing your overall structure of how you react to things. Who you are. It doesn't mean leave who you are. It doesn't mean change who you are. It just means don't give them something that they can feed off of. Change the direction. Have a boundary. You know what I'm saying? Know how to handle them because you've been studying them too. To where they're not able to steal your energy away from you to go give it to somebody else that they're not authentically being themselves. You know what I'm saying? It's a trick, it's a decoy, and it's one of the things I probably had to really study and work on these days in my life. You know what I'm saying? Because people have a way to trigger you, to tick you off, to make you mad on purpose so they can get the reaction from you to help you understand and believe that you were always the person you were going to be. You wasn't going to grow. You was never going to grow out of the way I treated you. That's how I got you. It's because I was able to treat you the way I was going to treat you. So I'm just going to figure out a way to come harder. And it's going to get you down eventually, and you're going to get off that high horse that you on. Because you really like us ain't wrong. You feel me? I'm not playing in the circus. It's a big ass shit show circus. And I don't want to be involved. You feel me? So you have to understand that it's very important on working authentically on how to control your reactions to things, how to not give your energy to certain things. If you work on it long enough, I promise you, it will be so effective the more you work on it. And that's just you having to stay focused, because you got to understand, you got to push out all that old energy that you know what I'm saying, studied you and knew what to tick you off. So the more you focus in this new energy where you completely don't give it no reaction and you operate in a different way, it gets so strong to the point they don't even know what tricks to throw at you anymore. You know what I'm saying? They're automatically having to go with someone else that's on the same shit they own, because they know that, you feel me, they can't get to you no more. After they've tried everything, they're tired. And then what happens is now they go play in the same circus that they were playing, and then that circus turns on them. And then hopefully they start to understand, damn, I was playing in a big ass circus, but I was the main player. I don't like that. You feel me? Listen, it's tricky, but it's a real thing. And my content is content that I know no one else is talking about. So if I feel someone else is taking it, hey, that's cool. I just know that at the end of the day, you feel me, you ain't got no choice but to operate in my energy, because I'm speaking real shit. You feel me? So again, choose to operate and react differently. And as you continue to work on that, whatever situation you're in, your reality will grow. It's going to take time because you have to energetically align with it, but just give it time. Listen, I'm in so much more of a comfortable space. I sleep good, boy. You feel me? Eat good all day. You feel me? Listen, I'll be big chilling. If I knew that, I'd have just kept focusing in my energy. But sometimes you have to realize how some people's intent and motive is to keep you stuck. And so it's like a ring around the rosy. And they sometimes won't and never grow with you. You feel me? They have to face their own shit, to look at their shit, to be able to grow for themselves, however long that may take for them. You feel me? So listen, react differently. Stop being mad. Stop being hurtful. Stop being ugly. And you feel me? Bring your heart to life if you want to be peaceful. Otherwise, I'm telling you, the karma is on a reactive loop so fast, it doesn't give any time before you get a chance to see who you really are to your face. So listen, if you don't know what it is, I just told you. Please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe.